everyone, welcome back to my channel. I'm Dr. Joyce Park, board certified dermatologist, and today we're going to react to Charli D'Amelio's 10-minute beauty routine for acne-prone skin. If you don't know who Charli D'Amelio is, then you probably haven't been on TikTok in the last 2 years. Charli D'Amelio is a teenager who is really awesome and incredible at dancing, and she basically catapulted to fame for doing awesome dance moves on TikTok. And she became the first person on TikTok to reach 100 million followers. That's insane. And she was recently listed on Forbes' list for most influential influencers earning the most money, etc., in an article that just came out last month. What was I doing when I was a teenager? I think I was just really stressed about getting into college. I mean, kudos to her. Recently, Charli D'Amelio sat down with the editors of Allure to show off her quick beauty and makeup skincare routine. And I just wanted to watch this video with you and give you my honest impressions and reactions. So let's go.
D'Amelio, and this is my 10-minute beauty routine.
10 minutes. That's pretty quick.
So first things first, I start off with ice. I have to ice my face every morning, mostly because I don't sleep ever. So my eyes are always a little bit puffy in the morning, but I really like this, and I just kind of go down my neck as well. And even if it doesn't do anything, it wakes me up.
So she's saying that she starts off her morning routine every day with icing her face. Icing your face. That is such a popular TikTok trend. The idea behind it is that the cold basically helps to decrease puffiness and swelling in your under eye area. But I gotta say, it's not my favorite skincare hack because sometimes the cold can be too cold to the point where it's actually irritating your skin, especially if you have sensitive skin. So I would say instead of using straight up ice, you can use, for example, a jade roller or another skincare tool that you like that you keep in the fridge. Actually, I have a product that I like. I've worked with L'Oreal in the past on sponsored posts for this product, but not for this video. L'Oreal makes an under eye serum, a hyaluronic acid eye serum that has this roller that you can actually keep in the fridge so that when you put on your products, it's nice and cold. I like the concept of using the cold to depuff and also relieve some inflammation, possibly more in the sense of cold tools rather than rubbing straight up ice all over your face. You can't really control how cold that ice is, and it just hasn't been shown to have that many benefits. So that's just me.
Another face roller that I got off Amazon, and I just kind of go along my jawline and then my cheekbones. I'm very, very tough on my skin, but I'll worry about that later in life.
She just said she's really, really tough on her skin, but she's gonna worry about that later in life. Charli, girl, you have beautiful skin and you're at such a great time in your life to really love and protect and nourish and take care of your skin so that it's gonna keep looking this beautiful for the rest of your life. Now, Charli is using a facial roller here, which I would say that's fine to use. It can help deliver a light lymphatic massage to help with some of the swelling and the puffiness. Jade rollers or facial rollers like this are a great idea to keep in the refrigerator, like I was talking about. So instead of rubbing straight up ice all over your face, you can do it in a more controlled fashion with these tools. Now, is there any evidence that these rollers are actually going to be anti-aging or magically help decrease wrinkles? No, but I think it's mainly just a massage technique. Plus, Charli mentions that she likes the cold temperature, at least of the ice, to help wake her up in the morning. So you could, keep your tools in the fridge for that same effect, or you could just wash your face with cold water. Similar concept.
This is the Caffeine eye cream from the Inkey List. Also, as someone that has very, very sensitive skin and is a little bit more acne prone, I have to be very careful about what I put on my skin, but my skin is cleared up a lot. I'm also taking medication for it, so that helps a lot, but I also have to keep up with the rest of the stuff so it doesn't break me out all the time, because that happens very easily, especially when you're getting glammed on a lot, your pores get really clogged.
All right, so she started off her skincare routine first with the icing and the rolling, and then she moved on to the Inkey List Caffeine Eye Cream. Now, the idea behind using caffeine in eye cream is that caffeine is a vasoconstrictor. It helps to tighten up and close down your blood vessels. Why do you want that in an eye cream? Because of these bad boys. Because a lot of people have dark under eye circles, and one of the etiologies, one of the reasons reasons why people have dark under eye circles is that they have thin skin here, and the bluish discoloration, or actually just the bluish color of the veins underneath the skin, shows more prominently here because the skin is so thin. So the idea is that if you use caffeine in a cream, you're basically helping to constrict those blood vessels and making that bluish tint less noticeable. Charli does say here that she's pretty tough on her skin, which I would say if you have sensitive skin, try to be super gentle with your skincare. If you're using any sort of tools or even any sort of technique to massage your face, you just want to be really gentle and careful. Charli also brings up a good point that she is on medications to help treat her acne, so I'm really happy about that because acne is not something that you need to manage alone at home. It's something that us dermatologists, we are more than happy to see you. We have so many things in our armamentarium to help get rid of your acne, so please come see us. And she also mentions that she breaks out a lot more when she's spending a lot of time getting glam. So, you know, she's always on TV or filming, so I imagine there's a lot of foundation being caked on her face a lot, and it is true that the more foundation you have, the more it can clog your pores, especially if you're not doing a really thorough job of cleansing and taking it all off at the end of the night. So if you are someone who wears a lot of heavy makeup, a lot of foundation, you have to be really careful about your skincare cleansing routine at the end of your night. I would always recommend doing a double cleanse, first an oil-based cleanser, then a water-based cleanser to try to really get all that foundation off.
Okay, and then I'm going in with these Glow Recipe niacinamide dew drops. I actually found this through TikTok, a creator named Michaela, and she has really glowy skin all the time, so I wanted to try it out as well, and I've been very happy with it.
I also have the same watermelon glow drops. These are the Glow Recipe Watermelon Glow Niacinamide Dew Drops. I actually got these sent to me in a PR box, and I really like using this as a base too. It's kind of light like a serum. I'll just show you guys right here. I don't know if you could see it. You kind of put it on and it's like a serum. This is awesome if you want to layer products on top of it. I would typically advise using this very glowy. I don't know if you can see this. And it smells amazing. It smells like watermelon. If you don't like fragrance, don't use it. I happen to like fragrance, but you would use this after cleansing, but before your moisturizer or your sunscreen. It smells so good.
Moisturizer, I use the La Mer Moisturizing Soft Cream. This has been my favorite thing. I've tried a bunch of other moisturizers and I found out that a lot of my moisturizers actually break me out, so I have to be very careful about what I use. This one is by far my favorite. And I'm also going to go in with the La Mer Renewal Oil, and I just feel like this kind of helps get a little bit extra moisture on my skin before I start my makeup because my skin gets super dry very easily, so I like this for just a little bit extra moisture.
Girls got expensive taste, what can I say? La Mer is a very expensive skincare brand, and I've tried it myself. I've used the same cream that she actually used in this video. I have a small sample of it that I bring with me on the airplane, and I will say it's awesome. It smells great. It's very lightweight. It's very hydrating. But that being said, it's also over $100. It's very expensive. So I think that good skincare does not have to break the bank. Charli says that this is one of the few moisturizers that doesn't break her out. And I believe her when she says she struggled to find a moisturizer because a lot of moisturizers are thick, they can clog the pores. So if you have acne prone skin, I'm going to list a couple of non-comedogenic, oil-free moisturizers below. These are the words you should look for if you are acne prone or if you have oily skin. You want to look for those words in all of your skincare so that they don't break you out. The other thing that I noticed about this is she uses the moisturizer first and then the oil. I typically say to go from thinnest consistency to thickest, so I would probably do the oil first and then move on to the moisturizer. It also is a lot, so I would probably just skip the oil and just go right to the moisturizer. But hey, if it works for her, then great. Skincare is not one size fits all, and you don't have to do things a certain way. So if this is what works for her skin, then Charli, keep doing it.
So first thing, I'm just going to clip my hair back because I always get whatever I'm using for my makeup in my hair. It's a very bad habit of mine. I'm going to be mixing the La Mer Soft Fluid Longwear Foundation.
Her skin looks really good, so I would say that she doesn't even need that much foundation, which is like lucky her. Her skin looks great. Also, I'm beginning to wonder if she might be sponsored by La Mer because she's used 3 La Mer products in a row. The rest of her video actually transitions to all makeup, and I'm not so much a makeup artist or makeup connoisseur. I don't even really know the first few things about putting on makeup, so I'm not gonna go over that part. However, I hope you enjoyed my review and my reaction to Charli D'Amelio's skincare routine. So the first half of her Get Ready With Me for Allure. As usual, if you have any questions or comments, leave them down below. I'll link some of the products I've talked about in the caption. And don't forget to hit subscribe because we have a lot of content coming out for you soon. Take care. Until next time.